Now let's see another water soluble vitamin, that is vitamin C. It is non B complex vitamin. Vitamin C, which is also called as ascorbic acid, it is a water soluble versatile vitamin and it plays an important role in human health and diseases. Nowadays, vitamin C has become the most controversial vitamin in recent years. This is because of the claims and counterclaims on the use of vitamin C in mega doses to cure everything from common cold to cancer to COVID-19 also. If you have read that during this COVID-19 treatment, it is suggested that to boost the immunity, patients should take vitamin C. So, vitamin C plays an important role in the human health. These are the foods which are rich in vitamin C. All citrus food like lemon, orange, pineapple, all citrus food along with other fruits and vegetables, these are the high sources of vitamin C. Vitamin C, which is also called as ascorbic acid, it helps in the formation of it. As I told you, vitamin C is very useful and most of the functions of vitamin C are related to its property to undergo reversible oxidation reduction reaction, that is interconversion of ascorbic acid to dehydroascorbic acid. And first important use is collagen formation. Vitamin C plays the role of coenzyme in hydroxylation of proline and lysine, which are important vitamins in the collagen formation. So, directly or indirectly, vitamin C helps in the formation of collagen. Second is, as I told you, it helps in the formation of hydroxyproline from proline and hydroxylysine from lysine. It has antioxidant property. It also helps in the absorption and utilization of iron, and ultimately it also helps in the hemoglobin metabolism. Vitamin C is useful in the reconversion of methemoglobin to hemoglobin. The degradation of hemoglobin to bile pigments also require ascorbic acid or vitamin C. RDA, in all 60 to 80 milligram per day vitamin C, as it is water soluble, so there is no hypervitaminosis occur because of the vitamin C. Now vitamin C deficiency. Deficiency of vitamin C, it result in one of the main disease, that is scurvy. See here I have shown in the picture, and the symptoms are scurvy. These are thakwa yene, lethargy and fatigue. Main is bleeding in the gums, then anemia as well as high fever. This disease is also characterized by spongy and sore gums, दातामध्ये गम्समध्ये रक्त येणे, loose teeth, swollen joints, and it also results, here also we can see, these are also the vitamin C deficiency, bleeding of the skin and mucus, fatigue, depression, increased susceptibility to infection, then muscle weakness, joint and body aches, rough and dry skin, and gingivitis, means loose teeth at early ages. these are to increase the immunity. See here, nowadays in COVID-19 treatments, vitamin C is given to increase the immunity so that the body should not get affected to the infection. So if there is a vitamin C deficiency, it increases the susceptibility to the infection. But if there is an overdose of vitamin C, sometimes it may cause nausea, stomach cramps and diarrhea, which is very uncommon. So these are the deficiency. Main deficiency caused by vitamin C, it is the scurvy. Now we will discuss the another vitamin, that is vitamin D, which is also called as cholecalciferol. This is the only vitamin, fat soluble vitamin we are discussing here. Vitamin D, actually it is not at all considered as a vitamin, but vitamin D is considered as a hormone. Now why it is considered as a hormone and why it is not considered as a vitamin? Because of following reason. First thing, calciferol or vitamin D3, it is synthesized in skin by ultraviolet or sunlight. We saw that other vitamins, they are not synthesized in the human body, but they need to supply through the dietary source. Vitamin D is the only vitamin which can be synthesized in skin by ultraviolet or sunlight. So it is just similar to hormone. Hormones are synthesized in the body through some glands. Second is some other form of vitamin D, that is calcitriol. It is synthesized in kidney. Again, it is synthesized in the body. Vitamin D work on target organ, that is intestine, bones and kidney. Intestine, bones and kidney, sorry. Actually other vitamins, they work on the whole body. But vitamin D, like hormone, it work on target organs. So that's why it is considered as a hormone. And next is calcitriol. Its action is similar to steroid hormones because it binds to the receptor. Hormone, they first gives the message, receptors, they accept the message and then its function start. While other vitamins, they directly work without using receptor. Vitamin D is the only vitamin which require receptor for its activity. And another thing, its structure. So based on the chemical nature and the structure, vitamin D3 is considered as a hormone because vitamin D3, its structure is similar to steroids. We have discussed in lipid that steroids, they have phenanthrene and cyclopentane structure. CPPP structure, cyclopentano-phenanthrene type of structure, and it also contains isoprene unit type of structure. See here, this part, it is a isoprene unit, which is the main part of steroid also. So because of its chemical nature as well as its chemical structure, vitamin D is considered as a hormone and not a vitamin. These are the sources of vitamin D. The body makes vitamin D when it is exposed to ultraviolet rays or sun rays. Second thing, butter, cheese, fish, milk and some fruits, they are also the good sources of vitamin D. So these are the food sources: cheese, margarine, butter, fortified milk, healthy cereals, fatty fish. These are the good sources of vitamin D. Now, deficiency of vitamin D, it causes a major disease which is called as rickets. Vitamin D deficiency is relatively less common since this vitamin is synthesized in the body. However, insufficient exposure to sunlight and consumption of diet lacking vitamin D, it may result in its deficiency. Now, deficiency of vitamin D causes rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults. Both the diseases are related to bone. Here you can see these are the normal bones, normal legs, but because of vitamin D deficiency, the legs becomes curved, shrinked, painful, joints. All these are caused because of the vitamin D deficiency. The weight bearing bones are bent. Legs are having weight bearing, they bear our weight, body weight. So the weight bearing bones bend to form bow legs, curved legs, as well as there is a pain in the joints. And in case of osteomalacia, which is also called as adult rickets, demineralization of the bones occur and bones become softer and increasing their susceptibility to the fractures. Required dietary source. In countries where sunlight is good, then dietary source, it is per 5 milligram per day is sufficient. But where sunlight is not proper, there are some countries where 6 months no sunlight is there. For such countries, the vitamin D percentage or daily requirement should get increased. Vitamin D deficiency along with rickets, it may cause sometimes tiredness and fatigue, then mood swing and irritability, चिड़चिड़ होने, bone, joint and muscle pain, etc. Hair loss, these are also deficiency.